Hi, everybody. I'm Jason Sampson with Team Powers, and this is Peter Powers.
Hello, wonderful people.
Peter, we have quite a few listings coming up in the spring. We have helped clients sell their home, both condos and residential. The question comes up all the time of staging. Staging, there's no staging. When does it make sense to stage? What are the benefits, and what's your take on staging?
So, first, let's talk about virtual staging. Virtual staging is catching on now, especially for vacant homes. When a buyer walks into a house, they might not be able to visualize. You've had that with some of the buyers, right?
Absolutely.
Where they're just looking at it and what's their reaction?
Well, they can't visualize, so they're not connecting to the property.
Yeah, they're not connecting to it. That's a good way to say it. It's just walls. But if we have virtual staging, you're carrying an iPad, you can show them, okay, you're standing in this room, but this is what the room can look like with furniture. And they're looking at that. How was that with the buyers that you did that with?
Well, they were blown away. You're essentially showing them, put it in terms of a renovation. You're showing them three scenarios of what your kitchen could look like or what your principal room could look like.
Right. With the right furniture, they see an amazing room. And that's what virtual staging does. They don't just fill it with furniture, they do it right. You've got a stager working at it. Virtual staging helps for empty homes. To staging itself, there's simple staging things like decluttering. Now, decluttering has proven statistically, the National Association of Realtors has looked at similar homes that weren't staged, or homes that weren't staged and didn't sell and then went back on the market and were staged. They found that decluttering is at the top of the list as far as value given to decluttering. Real estate salespeople and by stagers, decluttering is at the top of the list.
Peter, what other things top the list?
Decluttering was at the top. Home cleaning, carpet cleaning, a little bit of painting touch-ups. With the painting touch-ups, minor repairs, and landscaping. At the bottom of the list, still important, were things like grouting, exchanging furniture. So that's where stagers come in. A stager will come in, they will see things that you just don't see. You've been in the house for 10 years. It's your house. It's very comfortable for you. You're happy. Myself, I always bring a stager along because our stager, she's fantastic. She'll give you advice without insulting the seller. The seller may, for instance, that last house that we had, the seller had beautiful plants, but every windowsill was full of plants. And that was clutter. And that also did not leave any room on the windowsill for the buyer to put their things. She explained it very well, right? She said, look at that windowsill. A buyer is going to see nothing but your plants, and there's no room for the buyer to visualize anything that they want to put there. Sometimes maybe you have a piece of furniture that's your favorite piece of furniture, and it was scratched up. And for the time of the sale, it was better to take that sofa down to the basement and have a sofa brought in so that it really made the room look a lot better than that scratched up sofa. A house that is staged will sell for more money. It will sell faster, and it'll be an easier sell. The buyer is able to see a lifestyle that they can aspire to, a lifestyle that they want. It's going to be a much smoother process to get the sale done. You've seen that. You've walked into houses that were very well staged. We've had houses that were very well staged. They sold in under 2 weeks. The negotiation was an easy thing because they really wanted that house, and we could see that they really wanted that house. So we were able to get a really good price for the seller.
I couldn't agree more. There's nothing better for a homeowner than to walk in and have everything staged so that they don't have to think about it. You're basically doing the heavy lifting for them to connect with the home. So they're feeling like it's their home.
When you stage the house, yes, it's great that you sell it faster. Yes, it's great that you get a better price for the house, but you're also helping the buyer. The buyer is looking for a feel, whether that feel is visual, whether that feel is a kinesthetic sense, but they're looking for something that makes them want to be here, that this is the house. And if the house is not presented at its optimum, then there's less likelihood that the buyer is going to connect with the house, that the buyer is going to feel a pull towards wanting to live in that house. And when you do that, you're helping the buyer because the buyer no longer is spending another month or another 2 months looking for a house. They found the house.
I think you hit the nail on the head. It's when the buyer connects with the property. So with that in mind, Peter, how can people connect with us.
Call us, text us, email us, reach out to us from any one of our social media channels. Call us. We're old school. We'd love to hear from you, but whatever works for you. And we're here ready to help you experience
The power of sold.